Hello and welcome to Film Companion South. You're watching Not At All a Review. My name is Hriday Ranjan. Today's release is Voltaire Viraya, written and directed by Bobby Colli. The film stars Chiranjeevi, Ravi Teja, Shruti Hassan and Prakash Raj in important roles. Now every year a new Chiranjeevi movie releases and every year fans ask just one question: is boss back? Let's find out. Chiranjeevi plays Viraya, a fisherman in Jalarpeta, Vishakhapatnam, who settles disputes for the locals. He's like a local leader. Rajendra Prasad plays a CI who needs to undo a mistake that occurred in his police station. So the circle inspector contacts the circle inspector Chiranjeevi to take on a dreaded smuggler. This leads to a number of events that the movie takes its own sweet time in establishing. Now, as teenagers, we used to go from MVP Colony to Jalarpeta to drink. Of course, we get a filmy version of Jalarpeta with like Russian models and swimming pools and no mosquitoes. Surprisingly, it's mosquitoes. That was my main memory of the place. Writer-director Bobby Colli adopts a multi-level approach to his script. On one hand, it is the story of a guy in a new atmosphere, a little like Shankar Dada. On the other hand, it is also a heist movie about a bunch of people trying to trap an international kingpin. And then the director says, you know what? It is also an emotional family-based story about a man living in remorse due to a tragedy that has occurred. And before you know it, the film becomes a Chandana Brothers store with a little bit of everything in it. One could still adjust to an old story if the treatment is fresh. Unfortunately, the key aspects of the movie, like the cinematography, the music, they aren't really fresh. Cinematographer Arthur A. Wilson uses sepia shades and slow motion shots throughout the film, and this gives the film a jaded, faded look. DSP songs or music don't have any impact on the album. Thanks to the director unable to decide on the tone of the film, the tonal shifts are clumsy and awkward. The film descends from a mildly interesting premise into an extremely predictable story of revenge and family, two themes that feature every Friday almost on our screens. The difference in the whistles, the claps and the hoots between the first and second half are so stark in the theatre that you would assume people were watching two different movies altogether. This generic treatment negates even the smaller touches of writing which the director puts in, like Viraya's fear of heights. While it could have been an interesting angle, it now seems like something that was fit in simply because screenplay books decree that the protagonist needs a flaw. The film also ends with a very 80s ending with a court ruling. Chiranjeevi channels his inner Shankar Dada and Chantabbai to play the comedy scenes. However, the lines are not as funny, nor are the situations as rib-tickling. For someone gifted with such superb comic timing, it finally is a meme reference that got the biggest laugh in the theatre. Instead of giving him unique moments to shine, the director focuses on fan service with a number of references, hat tips and inside jokes for fans. Ravi Teja also features in the movie. His equation with Chiranjeevi is one of like Pedda Voltaire Chinna Voltaire. The director consciously tries to avoid making it seem like a cameo in order to not hurt the fans. And because of that, we get the complete package with Ravi Teja. We get the fights, we get the emotional scenes, and this stretches the film tediously. Shruti Hassan's Sankranti parents-teachers meeting continue. Unlike Veerasimha Reddy, however, she gets more than just a flower pot role. But when the screenplay suddenly bursts into songs without any context, it is hard to take her role seriously. The villains here are represented by Prakash Raj and Bobby Simha, who are all doing villainous things like drinking, smoking or snorting cocaine, because you know, what else can bad guys do? To answer the question, is boss back? I would like to say in the words of DSP, Nu lugidamko, hey! Nu light disko, hey! Boss Ravatle. Honestly, Voltaire Viraya is not that bad. It is better even than Acharya and has more sparks in it than Godfather. Unfortunately, there are only a handful of moments that make you sit up and take notice in the movie. And these moments are too few. It's like Sankranti Parvanam, but there is very few Jeedipapus in it. And you know how frustrating that can get. Both the Sankranti releases this year seem to be created to capitalize on nostalgia among fans. Just like yesterday's Veerasimha Reddy, Voltaire Viraya is tailor-made for fans. They are movies created to make fans hoot, scream and dance in the theatres. And after 2 turbulent years of the pandemic, I guess one could probably understand the motive. But anyway, Thank you so much for watching our review of the movie Voltaire Veeraya. I hope you guys have a great Sankranti ahead. For more reviews, interviews, and videos, please subscribe to Film Companion South by pressing the bell icon. Thank you.